Hey guys, doing this is another thing of importance about security and history of things. I've been kidnapped from jobs, job locations. I've been kidnapped from stores and businesses before. People have tried to do these things. It is very important that every governor and mayor document the fact that they have announced the information of who my biological parents are. My parents had security guidelines and residential security documents of what type of location I'm supposed to live at. This is very important in reference to the crazy types of people and the stalkers and the dirty government people. These guidelines have to be followed. These guidelines have not been followed for a long time. So every governor and mayor has to sign documents saying they know who I am, saying they know who my parents are, and other branches of government too. And they have to say that they know what my value is. Not their personal opinion, because everybody has their own personal opinion of what they like and what they don't like, whether they appreciate the facts of something or whether they don't. There are financial profile information or portfolio information of who I am and who my parents are. This has been a very serious endangerment situation. I was supposed to have like over 100 bodyguards or something, or 200 bodyguards. I guess they had court cases where I was supposed to have like 200 bodyguards or something. I don't know. Somebody has to look up the information, how many bodyguards or how many personal bodyguards I'm supposed to have. But this is a very important thing in reference to security, in reference to my mother and father's estates, in reference to the numerous properties and things like that, in reference to certain things about traveling. But the security standards, there has to be documents that people read that can see what the documents say in reference to having personal security. So in reference to the information, those guidelines of my mother and father and the wealth history of my parents has to be acknowledged. It's the point of information. It's the whole point of why these stalkers and terrorists have tried to steal sperm and blood and DNA, and they tried to mess up my looks to steal my identity, or they tried to steal my Hollywood career or my modeling career or my athletic career, or they tried to steal sports contracts. All this is very important. So ask the governors and mayors who they think my parents are. This situation didn't start just yesterday. This has been going on for over 30 plus years, since I was a little boy plus. My father got murdered in 76. So, this is something very important. This is not just something that happened last week or something that's been going on every once in a while. This is something that's been going on for years. And in reference to me being in the entertainment industry and the safety of the studios and the history of my career has been documented in reference to the activities of, me being out in certain public jobs is not a safe thing for me. Everybody knows that. Somebody will try to kidnap me. Somebody will try to hurt me. Somebody will try to steal something from my anatomy or something, or somebody would try to damage something based on their hatred of themselves or their hatred of their family history or their whatever they're from, or they're perverts or something. I've never done nothing to nobody. My parents never did nothing to nobody. My parents was not criminals. I'm not a criminal. But there's security guidelines that are documented that my mother and father had on record. And those guidelines have to be followed. And in reference to girls that are friends of mine, I don't know which person's blocking the phones, but from celebrity females, they're blocking the emails, and they're blocking personal messages such as friends saying, "Hey, how you doing?" or something like that. Just friendly, common acknowledgments of information. This is a very serious situation of abuse. So, in reference to Congress or the Treasury, when somebody asks, hey, do you know who he is? They're supposed to acknowledge who I am. It's very important. This is very serious. And I'll make another video.